Hey, what's up YouTube? So this is a build update of the previous post that I made on the CI Instacker Archmage, and hopefully this is not going to be too long and I'm going to provide an update. Long story short, we made it so much better. So here are the changes that we've made. Defensively, the build has Chaos Immunity, 90 max res now. We switched from Determination to Melding approach. 2000 ES Leech, mix of Leech and Insta Leech. 800 ES regen per second, 8.9k armor, a bit on the low side but enough generally for the build, and the sources of less damage multipliers and a bit of EHP Frost Shield. Damaging wise, we got 5 curses, 4 damaging ones and 1 Enfeeble, and I guess punishment is kind of a mix as well for the defensive layers. In scaling into damage, so any form of percentage damage to in, from the amulet, from the glove, from the tranquility annoint, we are still full crit, same for the life-based variant. Ghosting, 35% cast speed for the damage side, and the exposure through Awakened Lightning Pan and power charge scaling through Militant Faith. And then comes the point of melding, and that is achieving 19% max res, which made me change the build at least one time. So we went all pure into max cold res, and then realized, oh, there's a better way, and then I had to take out everything and go fully into lightning res. We wasted quite a bit of money there, but I'm very happy with how the build turned out. So essentially we get 9% from Flask, that is 5% Flask, and then the 95% effect, giving you 9% max res there. 4% from the base purity, 1% from Eternal Blessing, because it gives 25% aura effect for a 21-20, and then another plus 1% max res from plus 2 gem levels, bringing the purity to level 23. So we get additional 1% there, and another 1% from unnatural calm, and that is on the passive tree, which is the thing that I found out and pulled out everything. So at first I had it in, then I spec'd it out, then I spec'd it back in, and previously we went all the way to Nomadic teachings, spec'ing into the cold res, so this was the more efficient pathing. So anyway, that was the whole thing. And then last but not least, a 3% chest. We spent like 8 divines getting plus 2 max res on the chest, only to change it and then switch it to a 3% lightning res now. So that gives us 90% res, giving us a full 90% melding cap. So yeah, I explored so many other alternatives using Nomadic teachings, 2% rare jewels, Imbalanced guard, giving you a lot of max res, impossible escape, and then glove for boots implicit, giving you up to 2%. But you can see that all of these options have downsides that are fairly important to the build. So this isn't the most well-rounded build that I've created, but with not being able to solve physical mitigation very well. But this is very, very rarely an issue given the amount of less damage that we apply from monsters that are alive. From the environmental sources, you don't really take that much physical damage. So after the switch from the determination armor stacking approach to get 20,000 plus armor, switching over to the elemental with melding, the build just felt multiple times better, and I would say it's even better than the light-based variant in its current state. And I would say in this iteration of the build, it is worth swapping to. So what is the total cost? So I spent 531 divines. I've put the breakdown at what I spent, and I tried to do an update for the kind of the more big ticket items, and it's probably in the ballpark of above 600 divines for this build right now. Not cheap. Definitely stay with the life-based variant if you don't have the currency to switch. I think the most expensive one being the Mage Blood, but if you already have that for the life-based variant, you have most of it done. So yeah, things are getting more expensive, so do take note. And I'll take it for a spin for one map, and you can see a showcase of the build. So I'm just gonna do just a boss rush of a fortress map. Just gonna run to the boss. Maybe we drop a yoke as well. Of course, POE will be in the description below. I'll be trying to improve the build over the next few days, but you know, the upgrades are not going to be cheap, and I'm going to be exploring a few different options. Currently, I've explored the Adorned option. It didn't look too good with the new 100% Adorned, and also explored the 50% global defenses that I mentioned in my previous video. Not so good either. Pretty much getting the stacking ES chest is still a very viable option. And you don't get very much more from a 50% global defense chest, unfortunately. And that is the build. So essentially, just in this case, just running to the boss, killing it, and it's a very, very smooth build. I lost a bit of HP as I got punched by the boss because physical mitigation isn't in my best suit for this build. But generally, you shouldn't face much issues. You can see I'm almost going to be hit level 99 soon, probably in the next stream. So do catch me out on stream. If you like the video, feel free to like. POE will be in the description below. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.